the show, everyone. You are listening to 20 Minute Surrender, episode 2. It is the 2nd of August, 2012. My name is Matt Eads, joined today by the luxurious, the manageable, silky Kevin Byer.
Silky, that's going to have to be my new favorite way to describe myself.
Full of body. No split ends.
I don't think that's what silky means.
Hey, Bryce is here as well.
How's it going?
It's going okay, Bryce. How's that broccoli?
It's delicious. It's peas now.
Snow peas? Snow peas. Snap peas or snow peas?
I don't know. Can't really tell the difference. Pretty sure snap peas.
What are you dipping those snap peas in?
Awesome ranch. Rancher's Choice by Kraft.
Today's show brought to you by Kraft. Hey guys, let's talk about League of Legends again. Back on behind these microphones.
Again? Did we talk about this before?
I think so. This is episode 2. This is our second kick at the can.
Yeah, second kick at the can, huh?
Yeah, isn't it?
I think we kicked the can pretty good the first time.
If I can remember the password to our email address, which it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to.
So, okay, let's jump right into talking about League of Legends. What do you guys think about Zyra? OP?
Zyra out this week.
Little OP?
Really bad support, though. Wasn't a big fan of that.
Really? Zyra support? Who did that?
I did.
Oh,
you gotta try
you
support
did.
everything. She doesn't work, doesn't do enough damage. People just ignore their plans and...
What do you mean she doesn't do enough damage? Are you on drugs?
As a support, get a Philo Stone and a Heart of Gold, and you're not doing much damage.
You know what? You just don't ward your lane. You got the fucking best snare ability in the game.
It's pretty good.
And you have slows. You have
You don't have any
level
slows.
6 knock-up. Yeah, you do.
No, you don't.
Turn your plant into...
yeah, I guess.
Yeah, there you go. That's why she's so
likes to slow
OP.
it.
No.
Oh, wow.
Fuck.
I don't know how she works, then.
Yeah, you just don't even... Just build AP and just kill people.
AP support.
AP support.
First by Amp Dome.
Gold for 5. Yeah, that's right. Fuck. Second by
Pick.
Soul
Yeah.
Stealer.
That's good.
So yeah, she's super powerful.
She seems too powerful right now.
Well, every champion is either underpowered or overpowered when they come out, it seems.
Yeah. Not...
There hasn't been one champion that
yeah.
has been changed since they came out.
That hasn't been changed.
Yeah.
Draven
Is that
wasn't.
right?
I think
Draven.
Draven wasn't.
No, Draven was.
You don't really get
Yeah.
the 80 carries wrong. It's a pretty simple formula, I think.
Yeah. But Draven sucks anyway.
I don't think
so.
Varus
Draven
was.
is so good.
Draven sucks.
One of my favorite 80s right
I don't
now.
think Varus was.
Varus?
Varus came out, and I'm pretty sure he stayed the same.
Yeah. I think it's because he's hard and people don't get him.
Varus so good. Anyway.
Not better than Draven.
Draven's
Way
so
better than Draven. Way
Draven
better
real
than
good. Draven pretty good.
Yeah, so Zyra's burst damage is just retarded.
And her range is huge.
Yeah,
So even being that squishy, she can just burst people down.
she can drop down her seeds from super long distance, and then both of her spells have huge range on them too. She has huge AoE snare, AoE knockup, make her plants better. She's amazing in team fights.
Yeah, her ultimate hits real hard. And
and very big
snares.
area.
Yeah.
I think the pop-up could be a little faster. I want to say that.
Yeah, I'd just make her more overpowered.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Why don't we give her a stun, too?
My favorite part about her is, I've said this for the longest time, I said Lux's snare was the best snare in the game. It's just too bad it was on Lux. And now we have Lux's snare on a champion that actually has good other abilities.
How her snare is the wave, right? Like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the tendrils that go up and down.
And it hits everything in its path.
Yeah, so it's better than Lux's snare.
Yeah.
Does it hit everything for the same amount of
Yes.
snare?
Same amount of snare, same amount of damage. It's huge range. It's like 1100 range or something retarded like that.
It's slow, though, from what I saw of it today. I didn't know what it was, so I kept running into it.
It's not that slow. You do have to... It does take a little bit of effort before you actually start hitting it, but...
I got to telegraph a little
Yeah,
bit.
it seems really easy to dodge.
It's
Yeah.
no
If you miss
blitz.
that, you're
It's
screwed.
no blitzcrank hook. I tell you that much.
It's just because because it goes over top of minions and hits the champion, it's really easy in lane to position so that you're going to hit your snare, it's going to pop a plant, and then you can immediately go into a QW combo.
How are her plants? Because that was one of our concerns, was that her plants weren't going to be useful.
So you can store 2 seeds at a time every time you level up her rampant growth ability.
Copyright.
Every time you level up the ability, all it does is decreases the time between gaining a seed. So at level 1, it's like 15.1 seconds.
That's all. That's all that ability does.
All that ability.
It also
does.
gives you a flat 20% cooldown reduction at rank 5.
Oh yeah,
which is ridiculous.
Gives you cooldown reduction too.
Just passively has 20%
Yeah, each rank is 4%
it's
cooldown.
4% each rank.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's huge.
But yeah, so every 15 seconds or so, you get a new seed. And you can place a seed. Seeds last 30 seconds. And you can have up to 2 seeds on you at one point, and up to 4 seeds in play.
Okay.
So if you can sit in a bush and like plant seeds, just like, hey, seed, and then somebody walks through, you can burst them down in probably half a second, if not less.
I got Zyra in an all random mid a couple days ago, and I tried doing that, drops all seeds in a bush, but I can only get 3 seeds down before the first one despawns. So I think you have to. Max 4 plants out.
You have to. You have to.
No, I was level 18. Just I couldn't get 4 of them into the bush before the first one despawned. I'm pretty sure you have to cast a spell on the 3, then summon another one.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I've had 4 out before.
Really?
Yeah.
Like actual seeds, not plants?
Actual seeds.
Ah, okay.
Because I think at the lowest rank, it's like, and we could check this, but we're not going to.
Yeah.
I think it's like 8 point something seconds between seed spawns.
Oh, we're gonna
So
check
you have
those.
about a 6-second window to drop that 4th seed
Ah, okay.
as we check.
She was on the front page.
But yeah, it's I really like her because even if you don't have a seed down when you cast your Q, the delay on the Q, which is her AoE damage ability, the delay on the Q means you can start the Q and then throw a seed down on top of it, so that even if you don't have a seed in position, you can Q and then get a plant there right away.
What was I even looking up? I don't.
Rampant growth.
Yeah. What did you want to know about it? The recharge time?
Seed recharge time. Oh, 13 seconds, so you have a
At
1
rank
second
5.
window.
Oh, yeah.
You have 1 second to get it down. Or actually, what?
13
Math,
seconds at rank
13.
5.
Yeah.
I don't know. It must scale off cooldown too, because
It doesn't say anything. I wouldn't think it does.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure you can get 4 down. I've done it, so clearly you
Sure
can.
you have.
Clearly you can.
You're probably playing against a different Zyra. at that
Wow.
point, but-
Grasping
And,
Roots.
and I blew up hers.
Yeah.
1100 range. You were exactly right.
Told you.
Grasping Roots.
It's unbelievably long range. She's amazing.
It's really good.
Yeah? You think nerf coming up?
Definite nerf.
What? I don't think so.
They're going to reduce the damage her Q does, and they're going to reduce the damage that her Q plant does. Her damaging plant.
I don't know. Seems fine the way she is right now. It's not too overpowered. You can
I don't
counter in
know.
lane. It's like Morgana a while ago. She's still really overpowered. You have to play around her,
Well, you can counter her in lane too, but her team fight presence is just so phenomenal.
I guess.
She has the best kit for any mid laner in the game, hands down.
Oh yeah, she has so much AoE, especially in that team fight. Throws her
Morgana,
ultimate down.
Just better?
Better.
What?
Yeah.
Better than Spell Shield, Snare, and her AoE ultimate?
Way
Yes.
more damage.
Nothing's way more damage. Probably the same
Way
amount.
more damage. No, throws the ult down, throws the snare down, which can hit everybody
I guess
if it works
Snare
out.
goes through everyone.
The
It's just
only
the
thing
name.
about her
and her plants are shooting.
is if you don't make efficient use of her seeds, you're not going to be playing her to her full potential. You have to make every seed count.
And how
Yeah, that's
how
what
do you
skill
how do
happens.
you make every seed count, Kevin?
Well, you make sure that when you
What's ideal seed placement?
ideal seed placement.
Let's say I'm mid lane against Ari. Everybody plays Ari.
Play Ari.
What I would do would be 1 seed would be warding either top river or bottom river.
Seeds give you vision.
Seeds give you vision.
Big vision or just like mushroom
It
vision?
gives you enough vision.
Okay.
1 seed to ward at all times, 1 seed to be...
Every time we record, there's like a thunderstorm just blows in out of nowhere.
And yeah, just use 1 seed for efficient harass. If you see her kind of hanging up on her minions to get a last hit, you know that you can drop a seed in her path, because even when you go to step on a seed, because in order to destroy a seed, you actually have to walk over top of it. It has like a delay. So if you place a seed, you can blow it up right away, but they can't walk on it for like a second or so. So you can put it right in front of her and then blow it up when she's stuck on her minions, and you can get free damage that way. You can use either the snare or the Q for damage. And that'll sprout a plant, and the plant will just do more damage to her.
Yeah, I don't think you should ward the lane, though, with your seeds. It's just not worth it. Because the amount of time you have to keep going back and forth, it's only 30 seconds.
Yeah, but it's not far to ward mid lane.
Yeah, you just walk from... You don't ward...
Warding the side bushes?
Just the side bushes.
But you're still
right
out of
off.
position, like, every 30 seconds. That's not good.
No, like, it's like, what's the range on? It's like 1 step up, toss a seed into the bush.
No, but, like, you can position yourself to always be towards... Like, usually when you play mid, you're either going to be naturally on the top side of the lane or naturally on the bottom side of the lane. Just ward one side with your seeds and then stay on that side.
But even with the seed in the bush, you're only going to see half the bush unless you put it right in the middle, but then you're going to be out of position. So a good jungler could just time...
No, it's huge. The range of dropping a seed is huge.
It's as long as your spells, so 1100.
You can go from your bottom side and drop it in the middle of the bush. Like, you don't even have to be anywhere near the bush.
I don't know, I think your root is enough to just keep it jungler.
Well, yeah, I mean, the root is enough,
yeah.
but you don't... There's no reason to not use it.
I guess.
Unless you're planning on using it for harass.
Yeah.
Because it takes so little time, because you always keep 1 in stock and you use 1 for warding. So every 15 seconds you can drop 2 if you need to.
Yeah. I don't know.
Can you control the plants?
No control over the plants.
Well, they attack what you're attacking, I'm pretty sure. If she auto-attacks a champion or minion, they'll attack it.
But chances are you're just using them for harass, so you just...
Yeah.
If they attack a minion and get you a free last hit, sweet. If they attack the champion and get you a free 30 more damage, sweet.
How's her passive? She turns into a giant plant when she dies.
Yes. It does a lot of damage.
There's 100 plus 25 for every level damage.
Yes.
Seems really good.
But
I've been having trouble with Smartcast, because when I'm dying, I'm usually spamming spells, and then it just shoots it off in a random direction. I'm just like, oh, damn it.
See, that's the thing. There's no reason to be spamming spells with her, right? Because
I guess
all of her spells are so important to position correctly. If you're spamming abilities, you're doing it wrong.
Spam abilities in the right place.
No, I've never had a problem with her with misfiring her ultimate. I found that people tend to, like, playing against them, people tend to fire it off right away. They don't realize that the delay... You have 8 seconds to shoot this thing. 8 seconds is a huge amount of time. So, I was actually... Our Zyra against Zyra.
Who are we talking about?
And we both had Zhonya's. Every time she killed me, she would Zhonya's instantly. And I would just wait and wait. Hey, Zhonya's is down. Shoot, kill.
Nice.
Every time I would kill her, I wouldn't Zhonya's right away, because you just walk away.
There's also 2 seconds before she can shoot. According to this.
Oh.
After 2 seconds, you can...
Well, yeah, you
fire
die,
the thorn.
and then you come back as a plant.
Yeah.
So you're not a plant until you can shoot.
Okay. That was a confusing way of explaining it, but I understand.
Yeah, because the plant sprouts up out of your dead
It takes
body.
2 seconds for you to turn into that
turn
plant.
into a plant. Yeah.
Okay.
Is it the same delay on Kog'Maw's and Karthus's
Kog'Maw's
death?
is instant. Kog'Maw instantly...
Yeah, so is Karthus.
And Karthus is, pretty close to instant as well. So Zyra. Dominating the all random, all mid format.
I actually was playing her in threes a little bit. She's not that good in threes.
Threes are so bad. Why do you play threes?
Fuck, threes so good.
Threes are fun.
Dumb.
Threes are stupid.
We don't have to carry a 5th person.
Just
I
3
guess.
good
We
players.
still have to carry Eads, though.
Yeah, obviously. Our team is undefeated.
Yeah?
What
Thought
are
we
we,
lost
6
once.
6
So
6
far.
Oh, no, our
Six
3
and
teams
5 and 0?
undefeated.
6 and 0?
Yeah.
Well, we're like 14 50 or something?
6-0. One win
1,500?
and we'll be 1,500.
Okay, yeah. But the dynamic for threes is... there is none.
Confusing at best.
Pick three, at least at the levels we're playing at, pick three beefy champions, and that game is not over until that game is over. Like, it doesn't matter. We were down all the towers and, like, 3 dragons, and we still won.
That's because the team we were playing against was bad.
They were beating the crap out of
Sounds
us,
like they're
and we
doing
won.
pretty
We
good.
won one team
No,
fight.
they got way too cocky.
Yeah, there was a lot of shit talking going on. It was like halfway through the game, and we're kind of just getting the crap kicked out of us. And then one of them said, "Hey, maybe next time you'll get matched up against a team more your rating or something."
Yeah, more your skill level.
And then we came back to beat them with our Mordekaiser, Riven. Who were you?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either. You were bot lane with me.
Yeah, let's look at the match history, and I saw that game, and it looks like Mordekaiser is really holding you back.
What? Mordekaiser won it.
He was like 3-6.
Me?
Yeah,
No,
Pretty sure
Mordekaiser
that
won
game.
it. That team fight.
the team fight.
Mordekaiser won a couple team fights. I stole a dragon.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I
Not
was
bad.
in there.
Did they have smite?
No.
no.
We
yeah,
didn't
they
either,
didn't.
though.
What?
No, we didn't. We
No.
no.
That was the super secret tech.
Yeah, it's
to win threes.
threes are weird, super weird.
Yeah.
It's literally just pick 3 champions who end up being kind of beefy and can still do some damage.
It's probably just more about communication.
That's
It is.
really all it is.
It's a lot about.
You can win the
communication.
game at level 1.
A lot about warding. I didn't get it. I was trying to squish a mosquito. This place is fucking full of mosquitoes.
It's on your pop filter.
Oh, yeah.
Don't do that.
I'm going
Don't
to destroy it.
just pinch it. No, it's gone now. It's yeah. I don't know. I don't know about those threes. They're different.
What the fuck?
They're weird. There's like 50 mosquitoes in here.
How the fuck did they... You what are you doing to let mosquitoes in my house?
There was like 60 on your door waiting to get in when we were out there.
It's because they know. They know there's quality blood in here.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about threes a little bit, because we kind of have started playing more threes than perhaps we used to.
I am currently playing more threes than I'm playing fives.
Tell me about threes. Tell me about why you don't need any conventional team comp. You don't need a carry. You don't need.
Well, no, you don't
really
need an
anything.
AD carry. You don't need a classic AD carry, and you don't need a classic AP mid, because chances are they're just way too squishy.
Yeah, and I mean there isn't. A lot of it is you kind of rely on the rest of your team to keep their team off you, so you can dish out the damage.
Yeah,
and with just 3 players, it's not there.
yeah. So the basic idea for a team comp in threes is tanky AD, so bruiser, initiator, something like that. A tanky AP, and a disruptor. And the disruptor can be somebody like Singed or Blitzcrank or Alistair or Darius to an extent. Anybody who can displace the other team physically, like their location.
Okay.
Map awareness and positioning is way more important in threes than it is in fives, because the map is so much smaller and there's so many walls.
Tons of bushes.
Yeah, tons of
walls.
bushes, tons of walls.
So you say champion select is as important as threes as in fives, or it's less important?
It's less important because there's so many different champions that can fulfill these roles. But I mean, there's obviously the ones that you want on your team. But basically, you want big damage people who can tank also, unless you're playing Vayne.
Nautilus, a lot of Nautilus.
Actually, no. We tried Nautilus one game.
How'd you build them? AP Nautilus?
Tank Nautilus.
Nah, AP Nautilus.
AP Nautilus is not good.
AP
AD
Nautilus
Bruiser
is pretty
Nautilus is
good.
much better.
Yeah, you just basically want to run around and auto attack everyone once.
Yeah.
You can maybe get a slow on them. I never land my Qs though, so
Oh, especially with their nerf to them. Miss a Q and you're done for the fight pretty much.
Is it
What?
way longer cooldown? What?
It way longer cooldown.
You
It's
guys
like
just don't
20
miss.
seconds at level 1.
He needed it.
Yeah.
Because being able to get more than one Q off in a team fight was bullshit.
Oh, yeah.
Because Q to engage, and then Q to their AD carry, and proceed to fuck shit up.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's cooldowns as long as Blitzcranks now, even if you miss.
Oh, it used to be shorter if you...
No, if you hit a wall, but not a champion, it would cut the cooldown in half. So I think level 1, it was a 10-second cooldown to begin with. But if you shot your Q directly into a wall, it would be a 5-second cooldown.
Okay, I got you. So, designated jungler in threes. That's something that you are all up about, but something we never do.
It's what you're supposed to do, but it's very hard to do.
It seems like it would be very easy to disrupt it.
Yes.
Disrupt their jungler.
Because it's still the hard jungle. They haven't redone the jungle yet, but they're planning on doing that right away. That's
Why?
what they said.
Well,
make it like the
you know how they changed the fives jungle to respawn way faster, but
that's kind of the point in threes is like you don't want all these champions to be able to jungle. It's like I don't want to be playing threes and have to deal with an Amumu jungle because that would be lame as hell.
But like right now, there's only like a handful of champions, maybe 6, that can do it without assistance.
Pretty
constantly.
Much. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Pretty narrow.
It just means that the meta has a specific role. It's just like, I mean, AP carry. There's 6 good AP carries. Just because if people can play these shit characters like fucking Lux mid lane, woohoo!
No, Lux is just bad.
Lux
I like
good.
Lux. They got to rework her a little bit.
Yeah, Lux. I hate Lux.
Again,
I've always hated Lux. Her shield is 100% useless.
Yeah, the return, you can time it right, it's decent.
Well, you get 2 if you time it right.
Well, there's no reason. Fuck it. Doesn't even do as much. It doesn't even block as much damage as Janna Shield. And Janna Shield gives you an AD buff.
But you can shield everybody.
Yeah,
with it.
everybody.
Entire team.
Good. Play Lux.
Don't you make jerk off Lux? I'm gonna play Lux on our 5 teams.
Be
better than our. Never mind.
But yeah, jungling in threes is really important. Whether or not you have a dedicated jungler or you just have someone from top lane and someone from bottom lane always going into the jungle to clear the camps, because threes is most important is gold. Way more than fives. In fives, if you can make it to 45 minutes and ace them, it doesn't matter if you're 20,000 gold behind. You can push in those 45 minutes and win. If you're 20,000 gold behind in threes, Jesus. Like I don't even want to know why you're still playing that game.
There's also like the late game doesn't turn into just camp the dragon or camp the Baron in fives or camp the dragon in threes.
Well, to an extent, it's
way less devastating than Baron. Like if a team gets Baron, it's like, oh fuck, they got Baron. But if you get Dragon, it's okay, they got Dragon. We don't lose for sure, but
it is pretty much lose.
It's way shorter. It's a way shorter buff. It's way quicker to kill.
It's so much better of a buff
We
though.
lost.
Is it the exact same buff?
No, it's percent damage equal to your level.
Percent damage.
Wow. Not bad.
So at level 18, you kill Dragon in threes and get plus 18% damage.
It like that game we played, we lost like 4 dragons or something, and still came back.
What
to
I
win
have
it.
learned since that game is taking inhibitors in threes, bad idea.
Why?
What?
Yeah,
how's it bad?
Because it forces the lane to push, and then they could free farm in their base.
Well, then jungle is just all yours.
But that doesn't matter, because they're going to get more money off of the minions than off of a jungle respawn timer.
But you have buff control then. You get the silver, the green,
but
the red.
It allows the team who's losing
to give them a chance
to get a chance to catch up, right?
Yeah, but if you can
feed all of that gold to one person, and all of a sudden you have one person who's on par with everyone on their team. You get a smart team fight, and it's all over.
So what you're saying is just take the inhibitor tower, but just back off after that?
Yes.
Push to win?
Correct. The tech is never take an inhibitor unless you know you're going to win.
But at that point, the game's like 45 minutes in. You need to be able to take the tower.
No,
rarely do those games
the
go
game
45
could be
minutes in.
15 minutes in, and you could have all the way to their inhibitors.
Yeah.
It's only 2 towers.
But you can't tank the tower in the middle unless you're like one of your guys want all armor.
No, you can tank it still.
With the rest of the team there, you need
minions
or super minions to help you with that.
Well, no, that's why you don't take the inhibitors, because then all their minions are out, pushing out to the middle of the map. They have to come out in order to get gold.
Oh, you just like flash in.
And you, who's the team that's already ahead, can now hope to catch somebody off guard or get a good gank on somebody. Something you would never be able to do if you took an inhibitor and they were just sitting in their base.
Makes sense.
Indeed.
Quite.
I still don't know. I mean, those super creeps are putting a lot of damage into them. I don't know about that. Some of your cockamamie ideas. Shoot first, ask questions later.
What are you talking about? The games don't go 45 minutes. We went to that tournament and every single game went 45 minutes.
We were also I wonder if we would play that tournament now, because that was like a year ago.
Yeah.
I think that was last summer, actually. Mm-hmm. We would, I wonder how much better our game would be, because we were pretty close to like the best people there, and I think we are much better now than we were a year ago, even if we are still pretty bad.
Yes, I would say that you are definitely much better today than you were a year ago.
Woo!
I would
still
say
very bad. You know what it is? Is that I'm conscious of how bad I am now, and I actively try to improve.
See, that is how I became better too. I'm like, you know what? I probably suck real bad, so I should do something about it.
I'm still in denial. I'm amazing.
I would put you as the best player that we play with. But all you do is support. How fucking hard to support, Bryce?
Hey, I jungle in mid when I can, but douchebags got to take it up.
We should get that threes team going now. Now
20 minutes surrender threes team.
Now I'm all stoked about threes. We got Shenane Kwa.
Shabisqua Shenane Kwa. Come on.
Whatever. Let's talk about some patch notes. Let's do our what's new. What's new?
Rumble might be unplayable in ranked now.
Pikachu. Who might be playable?
Rumble. Unplayable.
Unplayable.
Yeah, huge nerfs to his Q.
Well, no, to be fair, there was huge buffs to him.
Accidental huge buffs.
Accidental huge buffs.
Now he's where he's supposed to be, which is just not good anymore.
It was
He'll be able to take down Malphite, which is his role.
It was his Q, the flamethrower, wouldn't consistently hit. It wouldn't consistently do all the ticks. Yeah. So they fixed that, and then realized that it boosted his damage
because it lasted an extra second longer or had extra range, something like that.
And it hit every time.
Yeah.
And so that boosted his damage and made him just unstoppable force. And so they, you know what? I can read it right here off the patch notes.
I was actually when I was reading it, I was shocked at how much base damage that ability had, because
it's ridiculous.
I had never actually read it. I'm just level flamethrower and win.
Yeah, that's what everyone says. And you do it.
It has at rank 5. It has 300, and it used to have 450 base damage.
It's huge.
At rank 5, now it has 370. And they reduced his passive, his danger zone, where his heat is halfway up, and he used to get 30% more damage. Now he gets 25% more.
I want to say that that's not as huge of a nerf.
5%. I mean, a good Rumble player is always in that zone, though, right? Yeah. To keep that damage maxed.
I know I am.
But his ratios are already terrible as it is. And, yeah, just seems like it's going downhill.
I don't know.
What's the ratio on his flamethrower? Does it show it there?
I could look it up, but I don't have it on here.
No.
I'll look it up if you guys keep talking.
0.3 per tick or something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe even less. I don't know.
You're supposed to rush the magic penetration on Rumble.
Yeah.
Because his ratios are just god awful.
Haunting guys.
Yeah. So good.
Yeah, I think he's still going to be
plus
still gonna be viable.
Plus 1.35 per ability power. So
plus 0.45 per ability power.
I was watching the Odd One and Dire streaming, and they're like, "Oh no, he's shit now."
Oh yeah.
Gotta trust the pros.
Trust the pros.
I don't.
I think against the people who we play against, he's still going to be fine.
Be amazing.
Just because he's not good in 2500 ELO doesn't mean you can't still play him.
Yeah.
I mean, he's still good. He's still great for team fights.
He's probably good in threes.
If you're running... Oh, yeah, he's really good in threes.
I mean, that ultimate...
Any sort of fight around Dragon buff in threes with a Rumble on your team is just like, drop ultimate, win, GG. It's like the team we played, Rumble Rise Riven.
Woo. The 3 R's.
Triple R's. That's what started the Shubuifqua Shenanekwa team.
Well, before that, we were trying Jarvan Annie Rumble. It still kind of worked.
Yeah, it worked a little worse.
A little worse.
But...
A lot worse.
Turns out that entire strategy gets beat by Warwick.
And Nasus. Yeah. Nasus. Sorry.
Nasus.
Either way.
I'm just looking at the patch notes this week. Cho'Gath got changed up a bit. They made it so his spikes, his knock-up, Rupture, I believe that ability is called. They make it so it consistently... The delay is consistent now. Apparently it used to float all over the place between a quarter and a half a second or something.
0.5 and 3/4 of a second.
Something like that. It used to float all over the place, and that is now consistent.
I never knew that.
Yeah, I'm sure no one had any idea because just no one plays Cho'Gath.
Cho'Gath's good.
He is good.
He's probably real good in threes.
He is real good in threes.
Everyone real good in threes.
So they fixed that. He gains a bunch more magic resist now per level. His spikes get bigger when he gets bigger now. So the area is wider, which is kind of cool.
And they look bigger.
Yeah, and he also gains attack range now as he feasts. He gains 50 attack range.
Which
it makes it so that as his model gets bigger, you still attack from the front of the model. Instead of you used to to be slightly inside the model because the model was way bigger, but your attack point of origin is still the same.
Do you get 50 per stack of feast, or is it just you feast once and you get this 50?
Per stack of feast, if I'm reading this right. It might up to 50 additional attack range based on feast rank and amount of stacks.
Okay, so
max
at
50.
max you'll get...
I assume max level, max stacks is 50.
So recently they reworked Evelyn, and they gave her a whole bunch of buffs this patch.
Again.
No, did they give her... I thought they nerfed her.
No, they buffed her again this patch because her ultimate wasn't slowing her enough or something. I don't know.
Her passive now triggers faster, so she re-stealths in 6 seconds instead of 8.
Yeah. And periodic damage, like Ignite, no longer prevents it from re-stealthing.
Which I think is dumb, because if you're taking periodic damage, it should count as in combat, and you shouldn't be able to stealth in combat.
And they have reduced the cooldown on her ultimate. 30 seconds at rank 1. 10 at max rank.
Yeah, so probably will still be just as bad as she was before.
I still haven't
not before that.
I still haven't had a chance to play her.
We'll totally dominate low levels.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm calling it right now. When we do the stream, I'm fucking Jungle Evelyn first game.
Guaranteed win.
Brand, they changed up a little bit. His ultimate now, it used to be if the target was blazed, it would move faster between blaze targets, and now it prioritizes champions if it hits a target that is blazed.
Which seems like a huge buff.
Yeah, huge buff.
Well, yeah, because then it's not going to go between minions.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like...
And that's his weakest point.
Yeah,
Bottom lane, you're useless.
I'm gonna play a lot of Brand this week. I still really like Brand.
This is gonna just add a whole lot of double kills to junglers who are ganking a mid lane against Brand. He's just gonna get a great stun on one of them, and then the ultimate's gonna bounce between all of them instead of hit the guy you target, then hit 4 minions, and you're like, well, fuck.
Great. Yeah. And of course, also in those patch notes, in this patch, the early August patch, Diana. Scorn of the Moon.
Ooh.
Not released.
No, probably next week, though.
To be released.
Yeah, probably just like Zyra. I was actually really surprised that Zyra came out as fast as she did.
Yeah, you were talking a bit.
I was talking shit
about Zyra,
saying that there's no way she's coming out anytime soon.
I'm trying to plop up the Diana abilities.
Yeah, see, I looked for it.
They're hard to find on the site. They're in the client. Here we go.
Yeah, you think you can just click on that thing that says Diana?
Right there. Melee champion, as far as I understand. Is that correct, Bryce?
Correct. Apparently going to be an AP jungler, but I don't know how that's going to work.
I'm calling her support right now. I'm saying she's going to be an amazing support.
She has no CC.
Even though I don't know what she does.
She has no CC at all. She's not a support.
So her passive is... apparently just a flat attack speed increase, and every third strike cleaves nearby enemies for additional magic damage.
Okay, that sounds like a jungle ability.
Yeah.
Her Q is she swings her blade to unleash a bolt of lunar energy, afflicting enemies with moonlight. and dealing damage in an arc before exploding.
It kind of sounds like a jungle ability.
A little bit.
Her W is she makes 3 orbiting spheres that will detonate on contact to enemies, and then also gives her a shield. The shield is refreshed if all 3 spheres detonate. Her Moonfall, she draws in and slows nearby enemies, and then her ultimate is she teleports to an enemy and deals magic damage, and it has no cooldown if it hits a target afflicted with Moonlight, which her Q applies.
So, how long does Moonlight last, and is it used up if you target them?
Probably yeah, it must be used up to stop you from teleport to them. I don't know how long it would last. Maybe like, I would say anywhere between 5 and 8 seconds.
Well, the cooldown's only 3 seconds, I think, so you can just keep applying it, so it's not too bad.
Yeah,
even if you miss,
you can only apply it on your Q.
Yeah, super short cooldown.
I don't know. Probably a lot of top lane Dianas.
Especially with only top on blue side, because the way her arc works, it only curves one way. You can't switch the direction.
Okay, yeah. What?
It always
it won't curve the proper way to clear out a bush.
Oh, I see.
If because
like we're looking at the picture right here. It always curves towards the bottom of the map.
Yeah.
It looks like a crescent moon, so you can't clear out that top bush. I see.
Weird.
Yeah.
You can't ever clear out a top bush on top lane.
No, if you're on one of the sides. I forget which colors are which. Colorblind mode.
Does the direction of the arc change depending on which color you are?
I don't know.
Because it always curves.
I haven't seen anyone say anything
it always
about
curves down, as far as we know. So you can't. No matter which side you're on top lane, you can never get it into the top bush.
Maybe, I don't know.
I think
it
also does damage in a straight line too. Basically, like it
Yeah.
damages the point in a straight line, and it also has that arch on the bottom.
Yeah.
That's interesting. That is quite interesting. Good point, Bryce. That's why we keep you around.
That's what Reddit tells me. Just relaying the information.
So what do you guys, lots of jungles, you guys think? At least I bet in the champion spotlight she will be, because every champion is a jungle in the spotlight.
Exactly.
I don't know, I just don't know how... It all depends on the range of whatever this draw-in ability is.
I don't think the range matters. Her base movement speed is probably going to be the determining factor. Because
this
until she hits level
like,
6, she won't be able to gank.
This looks like the draw-in.
But even if she hits level 6, it's not that powerful.
Well, just to get up to them, that's all you need to do.
Well, you can also teleport to them.
Well, that's your ultimate.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you have the teleport, and then you have the pull.
Yeah, like the Orianna's ultimate. Just
yeah, as they escape, you pull them back to you. And presumably you put your orbs up, which gives you the shield, pull them into you so it blows the orbs up, deals them damage, refreshes your shield. And then you afflict them with Moonlight or whatever, if you haven't already used your ultimate. I don't know, it's going to be... Ultimates with no cooldown are always super dichotomizing, I find. Like, they're either... Like, Darius's ult was like... absolutely amazing before they fixed it, because it was just... Hold it, kill. Oh, look, Darius pentakill.
pretty nuts.
I've never seen a Darius pentakill.
Really? I've seen a Darius pentakill.
Wait,
hold the ult till the team... Everyone's starting to get kind of low from the team fight, and then ult. But, I mean, it's a teleport with no cooldown, so... Potentially, if you can keep casting it on the same target... Get in their face. Or are they running? Get in their face. Get in their face.
Yeah, I'll say top lane.
And she has flat attack speed.
Either that or mid lane.
I don't think she's mid lane champion.
Mid lane.
Do you think she's
auto attacks are melee? Just not
who
good
cares?
enough.
Do you think her abilities all scale?
Auto attacks are melee.
There's all the range abilities, and Kassadin's weird.
She could be maybe sort of like Talon.
Maybe.
Talon kind of...
But Talon is good because he has that teleport silence that he just gets all his moves off.
Yeah.
She has no CC other than her pull.
She has the pull.
But that's probably like a 0.5 second stun.
Probably won't even be a stun.
All the pulls have a little bit of stun.
It just says draws in and slows all nearby enemies.
Oh.
I forgot what I was going to say. Do you think all her abilities are going to scale off flat ability power?
I'm sure one of the abilities will go off attack damage. Because if her shield scales off attack damage, she's going to be so good, just like Ribbon is right now.
Yeah. Shielding for 19,000.
19,000 million, it's pretty good.
It's
Definitely
a lot of
top
shield.
laner then.
Getting eaten alive by these mosquitoes in here.
Good, they get all your blood, get none of mine.
Anything else in this patch worth mentioning? I don't. Urgot, there's a couple changes to Urgot. Well, they made a couple changes to him last patch, and now I guess they reverted those changes.
Yeah, back.
Yeah, they lowered the damage on Acid Hunter and then promptly put it back to from. It seemed like
Yorick, actually.
I'm looking at the way they.
Nice super nerf on him.
Pretty big nerf on Yorick. His healing thing, goal. I don't know fucking nothing about Yorick, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, one of his ghouls heals him for the damage it does.
Yeah, and now it only heals for 50% the damage it does to minions. So, standard Yorick play, hey look, there's a bunch of minions clumped together, I'm gonna heal. You only heal for 50% now.
That's a pretty devastating buff. Just cut his sustain down by 50%.
Yeah.
Yep. It's like the Mordekaiser nerf way back when. Made him completely useless. But
Yeah,
I'm sure
Mordekaiser's
York's still going to be played.
Gotta play York support.
It's good.
Just like you do.
It's so good. When my AD carry knows how to last hit.
Fuck you.
280 carries, OP.
OP.
Alright, let's go to our segment of the show that we like to call Bryce's favorite team comp of the week.
Ew. Honestly,
get-
I don't really have a favorite team comp of the week.
What do you? Last week you talked about Nunu Jungle.
I'm still doing that. I'm still doing New Jungle.
Still talking about Nunu Jungle.
Yeah, but I don't want to talk about New Jungle. Don't talk about Ezreal. Earlier today, the Odd One said that Ezreal is in 68.33% of all Platinum rank games.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's a lot of Platinum rank games. Now, how? I mean, Ezreal is traditionally either built Rush, Infinity Edge,
Yeah.
or first by
Trinity
Phage
Force.
and
Yeah.
Rush Trinity Force. How do those guys play him? How do those guys build him? Is it dependent?
I think it's dependent, but most people do the Phage run.
Well,
So that extra-
because your Q applies on hit effects.
Yeah.
Which with Trinity Force is with Sheen, even the Sheen effect is it automatically applies that extra damage.
And
Which
the
is
little extra
crazy.
mana from the Sheen is really what you need.
Yeah,
It's
with
first
all,
by Sheen.
with all the
Oh,
auto
no.
attack.
Phage.
No, Phage because the extra damage and health. But with all the auto attack resets, I would say Infinity Edge first.
Actually, someone on Reddit a while ago, or reignofgaming.net, they did an analysis for Ezreal, Infinity Edge versus Trinity Force, and they come up to almost about the same.
Really?
Yeah.
See, here's the tech: you buy BF Sword, and then
Phage.
Trinity Force.
Oh, that's no. Always finish an item before you. move on
Oh
to the next
man,
item.
you don't have to finish an item.
It just makes sense to finish an item. You're just losing value.
Not necessarily. There's already huge value on getting a BF Sword.
Huge value because you have 45 attack damage. If you got 3 Doran's Rings, much more value, really. More bang for your buck.
Less attack damage though.
25 or 15 less,
Yeah, 15
but
less.
you get
You get
240 more
240
health.
health, so that's why you buy
9%.
Phage.
Ah.
Yeah, see, counter.
That's good.
And then get Trinity Force.
Why don't you just buy Phage first instead of just BF Sword?
You could do it that way also.
It's cheaper.
Phage and then buy your Infinity Edge.
Do you just skip Doran's altogether with Ezreal?
No.
No?
Unless, if I can go back and first buy Phage, that's what I'll do.
You wouldn't buy the pieces and go back?
No.
No. That's legit.
Well, like, instead of buying Doran's, I mean.
Instead of buying Doran's.
If I can go back, first buy a Phage, I'll do that over buying Doran's Blades.
Yeah. But just buying the health crystal and the long sword, I think.
If I have to do that, then I would rather go Doran's Blades.
Yeah.
Just
But I'm sure you just get better boots at that point.
maybe.
Do you think Ezreal's played so much because Platinum Ezreal?
That came out like a month ago, and it definitely spiked up at that point, but it just steadied and actually increased.
It's just Ezreal has so much damage.
He's got a built-in escape. He's got a ton of damage, and his ultimate across the map is super, super versatile.
Attack speed buff for your whole team.
And attack speed debuff for whoever you hit.
Yeah.
And I was looking at the other AD carries, like Graves, Vayne. They're all at like 35% of the games, so like twice as much Ezreal's played.
Well, yeah, 68%. If you think of how many AD carries there are,
Yeah.
68% is a huge amount of games.
Yeah, there's 14-ish, and like half of them are decent. I think counting Teemo in the 14.
Teemo good.
Teemo is god terrible.
Teemo OP.
Shut up.
This is just a situation where you don't have enough bans to ban Ezreal.
Yeah, but he's not a bannable champion in it.
You wouldn't say so?
I don't say so.
It all depends on the support.
No, he's not. I still think Ezreal doesn't flat out win games like a lot of the champions we have to ban are.
Well, 90% of games are won by the AD carry.
Yes.
Yeah, but I mean, I still think that a good Ezreal player is going to be almost as effective as any other AD carry. It's not like, oh shit, it's Ezreal, it's game over, but it's like, oh shit, they have Malphite top lane, what the fuck do we do now?
I know Ezreal could be pretty devastating early game because his Q is like a 4-second cooldown, and no other AD carry can really spam abilities that early.
Ashe.
It's a 15-second cooldown on volley.
It's like 4 seconds.
Not at
Rank
max
5 level.
It doesn't. It's not. It doesn't hit super hard though until you start getting that phage and Sheen and stuff.
But the thing that's good about it is it resets your attack animation. So auto attack, Q, auto attack, suck 250 damage.
And the range is just huge on his Q as well.
Yeah.
You stand back and harass because they have a Graves or something. You can just harass them all day long.
And you can effectively 1v2 and let your support just do whatever with an Ezreal because you can still last hit with your Q.
Yeah.
They can't zone you effectively.
So
and even if they try to zone you, you can just start hammering your Q to their face. Hey, suck another 100 damage.
Boom.
Hey, suck another 100 damage.
So how do you beat Ezreal? What do you do?
Can't pick Blitzcrank.
Hard stun. Tarek.
Play Blitzcrank.
Play Tarek.
No, Ezreal counters Blitzcrank. Nothing you can do.
Because he blinks out.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can knock him up before he gets that blink out off.
If he's a good Ezreal, you actually hit the grab, then you teleport out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that just happens all the time.
All the time.
Uh,
Good Ezreal players. Platinum level we're talking about here.
Leona.
Wait, what do you mean you hit the grab and then...
You can
Blitzcrank can hit his grab, then you can teleport out of it. Same thing with Tristana.
Yeah,
You
well,
just
it's
jump
pulling you
out.
back. But Blitzcrank can knock you out of your jump with Tristana, which
Yeah.
is bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But her jump range is huge.
Yeah, but he can grip you, and you start the jump, and then he immediately hits knock up,
Yeah.
and you just end up going straight up and straight down in front of him. And
Same
then
thing
they
with
kill
Corky's
you.
Valkyrie. You can
Yeah,
pull you out of
and
that.
Graves he can knock out of the dash, which I did today. I was very proud of myself.
pro.
I think I still think Blitzcrank is stupid bullshit. How he can knock them out of.
It makes sense.
Ugh.
Alistair would be as devastating, but he's banned in every single game.
Alistair's too good.
Yeah.
Alistair in any role is too good, except for AP Alistair. AP Alistair, no
AP Alistair
good.
also good. So good.
Accelerates everywhere.
Nobody goes, oh shit, AP Alistair.
Oh, shit.
Hey, AP Alistair can
weird.
chunk out 2,000 damage on your whole team.
Every 12 seconds.
That.
Boom.
Boom.
Pop that ult, jump in,
Oh.
flash in.
Get that passive going. Like 50 damage a second.
It's actually nothing to
It
fucking
scales
scoff
pretty well.
at.
Just no
It's,
one goes
it's a
AP
lot of damage
Alistair,
on AP
so
Alistair.
Nobody goes Alistair, period, because Alistair always banned.
Everybody go Alistair.
Everybody.
Alistair and Morgana always banned. I don't agree with the Morgana bans.
Yeah,
Me
not
neither.
anymore.
I think
Especially since her huge nerfs.
Yeah, I've seen recently just no one's.
I think Morgana
or
is
picking.
super easy to play around, but if you at the lower ELOs, I can see how she just walks into a team fight, turns her ultimate on, and everyone goes die, and then the ultimate goes off, and whatever.
Well, I have all my games are played on Morgana. I leveled up pretty much level 1 to 30 playing exclusively Morgana.
So you're a Morgana pro.
Yeah.
I am a Morgana pro. I would say Morgana is my best champion, hands down.
You never play her. I don't think I've
I don't
seen you
have to
play
play
her
her
once
anymore.
ever.
Fuck, learn new champions. Anytime you want me to bring it out, I'll bring it out.
Morgana's probably pretty good in threes.
I do play Morgana in threes almost every chance I get. I want to learn Kennen too because Kennen's supposed to be super OP in threes.
He got nerfed recently.
That's okay.
I don't know.
How,
I don't think his nerf.
How did he get nerfed?
The range on his attack is now shorter, so it just kind of eliminates. AD,
Oh, so he couldn't.
ED Kennen.
It's a lot harder to just level up a W and then auto attack and then Q and W. I get you.
Anything else that you want to talk about in Bryce's favorite team comp of the week?
About Ezreal? Nah, I think that's about it.
Any other champions?
What do you
Yeah,
think?
no one else even near.
What do you think
Ezreal.
best support with Ezreal goes Is it Soraka? It's got to be Soraka.
Well, I mean, you have the infinite mana. If you're getting kind of harassed back, you've got the
then
heal,
you can
which
level
is
the W
huge.
with that.
Yeah.
The W does more damage. It goes through minions.
Less range, but
you don't have your
hits
on
multiple champions.
Your W doesn't refresh your hit animation, does it?
No, it's the only
It
one
just
that
does like twice as much damage.
your Q and your E both.
But it's
do.
so mana intensive, you can't run it without Soraka in lane.
Or you play
Soraka.
AP Ezreal mid and then get blue buff.
It makes me so sad when people do that.
It's so good though.
It's so not good. I'd rather play Teemo mid.
Teemo, why do you hate Teemo so much? Tell me about why you think
He
Teemo
is
sucks.
so useless.
Teemo's so good.
What does he do late game?
You got to build him kind of carry.
I'll tell you what Teemo does
He's
really
got a
well.
blind. He blinds their AD carry, and that is no damage for their team.
Yeah,
For
that's the one thing he does.
4 seconds or whatever.
Couple seconds.
4 seconds or whatever it is. And he's got great map control.
What Teemo does really well is he can counter like people like Singed top lane, where if you're worried about the Singed getting too farmed, you can pick a Teemo, and Teemo just shits on Singed all day long.
Yeah, I'm not complaining about Teemo's lane phase at all. It's just his late game. What does he do?
No, but the point of him is to prevent another champion to have a late game, is what I'm saying. If Teemo can zone Singed or Malphite all day long, what are they going to do team fight wise? Sure, Malphite still has his ult, but
why use Teemo when you can use another AD ranged carry, which will do the same job? Like Graves top.
yeah, but Graves top is a whole lot squishier than Teemo is.
How's it squishier than Teemo? Because Teemo has a blind, but
He's got
Graves
the
has an
blind.
escape.
Well, no, he's got the blind. Teemo
Teemo has
move speed.
natural wards plus a huge move speed buff for a lot of time.
Plus the blind.
Escape.
Plus he's got great damage on his poison.
Graves has a dash. That's it.
A dash and smoke screen.
short range dash.
No, smoke screen's not.
Slows him down. They can't
a
see.
little bit.
It helps.
Yeah, it's tough to escape with the smoke screen.
Teemo just has such good control of his lane with his ultimate.
I love Teemo. I think Teemo's great. But yeah,
Teemo's a great champion.
He does fall off late game. If the game goes too long,
My
Teemo is
Teemo
just
never
useless.
falls off.
Your Teemo
Never falls off. I'm my Teemo.
How do you build your Teemo? AP on hit, AP flat AP, attack damage.
You just say you just played 3 types of Teemo that I don't play.
What do you play then? Just tank Teemo?
Tank mode.
I buy,
Oh.
depending on who I'm against.
Oh yeah, obviously.
I'll buy boots, potions to start.
A ward and 1 potion or 3 potions?
3 potions. Because depending on how fast I get out of lane, here's what you do with Teemo. If you're purple side and you're playing Teemo, level up your Q, and
I have no idea what Q is.
Q is his
I've
blind.
never played Teemo.
level up your blind, buy boots, run to lane, camp, stand in the river slightly above the bush, so that when top lane comes from blue buff, chances are he's coming through river, and stealth there. Then auto attack, blind, auto attack.
You got yourself first blood?
It's retarded damage at level 1. It's like 300 damage at level 1.
It's pretty insane.
And they can't do anything about it.
Use spells? I guess it all depends who it is, right?
Well, no, it doesn't matter. What are they going to do? Stand and fight?
They're blinded.
Well, if it's Singed, just fling.
If it's Singed, he's taken 300 of his 500 some health, and he's not staying to fight.
Could stay to fight. Mid comes down, what you gonna do?
No, Teemo's important to get ahead early. Like, you have to get that early harass with your Q, or if you want to level your
I don't
E,
like
level
leveling
your
your Q. I like putting 1 point in Q and then max E, max move speed.
But it also depends what kind of Teemo you're building.
I guess.
I'll always max my Q first. Well, not
I don't-
always.
it's the blind is- the blind is the
I
same
do
duration.
sometimes do the E first, the poison. Against Singed, I'll do poison first.
The blind is the same duration, and you're getting way more damage off the poison. Because it's
Arguable.
flat damage on hit, which
The
is...
Q has farther range than your auto attacks do, though.
But I mean, with the move speed and the stealth and all that, you're getting way more auto attacks. It's the flat damage on it is alone probably way more damage than the Q.
I like the Q.
And the Q is super mana intensive.
So, you just have to know when to use it.
I put 1 point in for the blind, and then I will max my poison first.
Nah.
Poison and move speed, because
Not
you need
every
that.
time.
You need that move speed to get away from whoever.
I don't think level 1, the blind makes sense.
Well, yeah, level 1, take the blind.
Yeah.
And then, plus your last hitting is way easier with the poison. It's super easy.
It's
with the
way
poison.
worse with the poison. I fucking hate last hitting with the poison.
What? You get such a huge flat damage bonus. It's like 60 flat damage at max rank.
But timing the ticks is a lot more difficult.
No, you don't time the ticks. You still last hit not like a retard. You last hit with one hit.
But that's coming from this guy who's terrible at last hitting. I can understand why you want to max Q or E because I need that extra damage over to get the last hit. So yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like Teemo against like tanky bruisers on top. Tryndamere is great against Tryndamere. Great against. I still lose against Tryndamere because I fucking can't play against Tryndamere.
I haven't seen Tryndamere in so long.
Yeah, pretty much.
Teemo shits on Tryndamere.
Not this Teemo.
Teemo is like the hard Tryndamere counter.
Yeah. But yeah, so back to my build, which we were talking about. Boots, Wriggles, then Frozen Mallet, or
Witch End. You need more rewards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need the lifesteal.
Yeah, lifesteal huge,
armor.
Dragon control huge, Baron control.
I guess.
Extra. It's a great item.
You can get out of dragon super fast. You're all over the map.
It's got armor.
You move so fast.
15 armor.
Yeah.
23 armor.
Armor's huge.
30 armor.
It's huge.
But yeah, so then I'll go either Wit's End or Frozen Mallet, depending. Most likely Phage first. So even if I go Wit's End, I'll go Phage and then Wit's End.
Yeah.
After that, I've already won.
Yeah, so the typical like Bruiser build top.
Yeah, pretty much. I play Bruiser Teemo.
It's legit.
It's the same way I play him.
Legit.
It's good. Teemo's good.
I hate Teemo.
Teemo good.
So bad.
He can get in there and take down.
Just like him for the skins.
He can get in there and take down that AD carry.
I don't really like any of Teemo skins.
No,
they all
everyone's
suck.
crazy for Teemo skins.
I bought the Super Teemo skin and I don't remember buying it. I must have did it when I was drunk one day. Which, by the way, when we do these streams, depending on how much LoL we play, I might buy a lot of skins.
Let's go on to some emails. Cap the show off with a couple emails. 20minsurrender@manatank.com is the email address. You want to write in some emails. Tyler wrote in and asked us about Ezreal. We already kind of answered that. Joseph writes in, says, I was just wondering what your favorite champ/champs were, because in a lot of League videos, I noticed Eads uses LeBlanc. Thanks. I don't think I've played LeBlanc in forever.
Yeah, but you were all over that like a couple months ago, just nonstop.
Wait, no.
Well, that was a long time. That was like when
Yeah,
Eats first started League. He's like, LeBlanc's so overpowered.
That was
got QRQ.
That was playing at low enough ELOs where LeBlanc was just an unstoppable. That was like first by Soul Stealer. You are an unstoppable powerhouse because people are too dumb to deal with LeBlanc. Nobody plays LeBlanc. I haven't played LeBlanc in forever.
Yeah.
Fuck LeBlanc.
I don't think I've ever played LeBlanc.
She's okay.
Yeah,
Not really.
later.
She kills one target and then sits there on cooldown and does nothing.
Need a team to back her up.
You haven't tried her since her remake either, or not remake?
No.
Just
No, I
quality of life change.
No.
What?
Quality of life change.
That's what they called it. I thought.
No, I haven't tried her.
Oh,
since.
the fact that
The
you
teleport
can double
elsewhere,
you to yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, I haven't done that.
I always thought that made sense.
Yeah. It's because why not just play Vygar at that point? If you want someone who can just blow down a champion, Vygar has an AoE stun as well.
That's true, but he can't dash over 2 walls to get to
Yeah,
you.
well, she's got crazy escapes, but she also does nothing.
Yeah, her passive seems completely useless. You always know which one is.
Yeah.
Yeah, the split is totally useless. I've actually seen a lot of people like ignite the wrong one.
Really?
Yeah.
I've ignited the wrong one a few times. Same with the Wukong. I always think that there's going to be a Wukong who's going to use his clone.
I know.
And he's just going to stop moving. He's just going to press S, and you're going to think that he used his clone.
No one ever does it. Like even when Freak did in the video, just no one did that.
I don't think I've ever been fooled by a Wukong doing that.
No, I don't think
Like,
Wukong's ever been ballsy enough to try it. That's why we got to get on that. Start this Wukong strat. OP.
None of us play Wukong, though.
My favorite champion, getting back to Joseph's question here, I don't know. I like to play I always try and play the counter pick, so if I just had to pick
When we were doing blind
overall
picks like
favorite,
last year,
I don't know. I like Ryze a lot. I really like Ryze. I think he's pretty fun. I like Brand. I like Kog'Maw. I like Teemo. Teemo OP. Bryce, who's your favorite champion?
I'd say Rumble.
Yeah? Even now?
Even now. I've played the most ranked games with Rumble. Won, I think, 60, 70% with him. He's just real good. That was before both the buff and then the nerf.
Okay.
And we've already gone over Kevin's hero champion, Morgana. Or has it changed now? Heimerdinger? Still Heimerdinger?
Used to be Heimerdinger. I used to love Heimerdinger.
Played a lot of Gragas in your day.
Gragas, alright. He's I like his dash. His dash is so sweet. I would say favorite champion Shyvana.
You never play Shyvana. Do you even own Shyvana?
I own Shyvana. I got her when she first came out. Didn't play her for like a couple weeks.
And continue not to play her for a couple months.
Played her a bunch. I played her in threes.
Can't even get a straight answer out of this guy.
No.
Well, I don't think favorite champion is a question that I can answer.
Why not? We're just playing blind pick. We're playing all random, all mid.
Who do you hope to random?
The most OP champion.
Blitzcrank?
Nidalee!
That's good. If I was playing all random, all mid and wanted to random a champion, I would want Janna.
One of us should start playing Nidalee. Support Nidalee.
Not support Nidalee.
OP.
Support Zillion.
I want to support Lux. Just as good.
I like support Zillion.
Support Zillion is annoying as shit.
It's hard to be a good support Zillion.
No, I play too many champions. I don't like sitting on one champion.
Yeah, I always try and play the counter pick.
I don't even play the counter pick. I'm just like, okay, today I'm going to play Jax.
I think I undermine myself by doing that because I don't play all my champions enough to be equally.
You can't hotshot GG rank games?
No. What the fuck did you just say to me?
Well, he only played Nidalee from the start all the way to like 2300. He's one champion you're just amazing at.
Really? Some guy did that with Singe too. Singe
that's the way you're supposed to do it, is just to play one champion and get super good at one champion.
On roll.
Yeah. I always try and play carry. I always try and play attack damage carry. And
I'm bad
at it. Well, no, see, that's the thing too, is that there's a lot, especially at our ELO, there's a lot of people will just demand lanes. So it's like, okay, I guess when I play by myself, I'm doing something different every game because you just have to fill in what people don't want.
Well, when people even call that, like, Trind is my specialty, we just make fun of him and then pick Trindamere or ban him.
That's the tech. They always ban what they... I'm going mid-Rise. Okay, first ban Rise.
Sorry, man, I hear Rise is OP. Yeah. I was worried about the
we're going to leave the pick open. We're going to leave whoever... Fucking Shen staying up because we got to ban Rise. It's, do you hope that they will be worse with their good champion than your retard will be with his champion? PJ writes in. Pajamas writes in. Says, I've been playing League of Legends for around a year and a half now, and in this long amount of time I have consistently run into people complaining about champions that are too hard to deal with. Blitzcrank, Darius, Swain, etc. My question is, do you guys have any champions that are incredibly hard to deal with when you are laning against them?
Trindamere.
Blitzcrank.
I don't give a fuck. I can't be.
Blitzcrank, Leona, Alistair.
I don't think Leona's a big deal, but
I fucking hate all of them.
Yeah.
I really hate Leona because you can't even hide behind minions.
You can't escape her.
No, I super hate Leona, super hate Alistair, super hate Blitzcrank.
Yeah.
Anyone else, I don't care.
Even Nautilus, he's not that bad in comparison.
No one, you don't see very many Nautilus support anymore.
No. Well, even just any role he's in, it's not as bad as Alistair in that role.
Not as bad or not as good?
A little both.
Who do you hate to see on the other team, Bryce?
Who I hate?
Besides the champions we always ban.
Well,
no,
I don't know.
Including bans,
including
like
bans?
anybody.
Is that right?
Just Alistair. Not even Shen now.
Malphite jungle. I hate seeing a Malphite in the jungle. I hate seeing people jungle on our team with retarded champions. Like, oh, we're going LeBlanc jungle this game, you guys.
Yeah, those are fun.
What are you talking about? Those are fun. I love playing stupid AP jungles.
Well, yeah, but they pick a troll jungle, and then I feel obligated to pick a troll pick too. It's like, what's left? AD carry. Well, I'm gonna go Eve Rome and support. Soraka's gonna solo bot lane.
Yeah.
We were talking about this earlier. Like, when someone troll picks you and then you troll pick because they troll picked, it's like robbing a bank. You have to be prepared to kill a person. You have to be fully prepared to live with your troll pick.
See, and that's what I love doing is if you get like a super troll pick early, like Heimerdinger mid, it's like, all right, you want a Heimerdinger mid? I'm gonna Fiddlesticks bottom. And then
Fiddlesticks OP.
AD Fiddlesticks
AD
bottom.
Fiddlesticks bottom.
we played against an 80 Fiddlesticks one rank game.
I did.
Yeah, and we destroyed them.
Yes, we did.
I did Gragas Fiddlesticks bottom lane one day, and let's just say that was a whole lot of raping face.
Yeah.
They didn't just destroy you before level 6?
Sometimes you get so
play
far
safe
ahead.
till level 6, win.
Tech.
Sometimes you get so far ahead and then lose every dragon.
Yup. Yeah, I'd say like a single champion on the other team I'm not afraid of, but team comps, that'd be a little bit more scary.
I hate poke comps. I hate going up against 3 or 4
like
champions
Italy
with great
Italy
poke.
Lux.
I hate seeing an Anivia on the other team.
Yeah, Nivea's pretty
yeah,
bad.
the wall, if she's good at it at all, it's devastating.
The only thing is,
really
I'm not
Anivia.
worried most of the time about an Italy because chances are Anivia the Anivia player sucks dick.
Yeah.
Well, that's just at the level we play at.
Well, yeah,
It's a game of who's going to get the terrible player on their team. Coin toss for the win.
Yep. But, yeah.
Leon writes in.
Leon writes a book.
Leon wrote a little novel here, and I actually checked through this and was talking to him a bunch and verified all this. I'm just going to read the whole thing. He says, longtime listener of the Man Attack podcast. My top ELO is 2166, and he gave his in-game name, and him and I chatted a bit. And he says, and I was pleasantly surprised with the level of knowledge you guys bring to the show. You guys still kept the humor, and I found myself laughing more often than during the Man Attack podcast. One thing is for sure, you guys know what you are talking about, mostly. Kevin is questionable in a lot of the topics. Sorry to say, but I think Eads hits the marks on a lot of things. All opinionated, but let's just say my opinion is right since I'm high ELO. What do you have to say to that, Kevin?
Well, I would say this guy's opinion doesn't mean shit because he says Eads is right.
Yeah, it's pretty wrong.
His question is, he says, every time I play a game filled with 1800s, I can't understand how they are so bad at this game. On the flip side, when I get paired with 2300s and up, they wonder why I am so bad. This change of perspective makes me really question the importance of ELO. What does ELO mean to you guys? Scumbag Kevin can't answer this because he's 700 trash.
I like that I warrant being called scumbag.
What do you guys think ELO means? I set pretty high standards. Not really. Like, if someone is, like, above 2000, I'm like, okay, you're pretty good at this game.
Yeah, I think above 1800, they're pretty good at this game.
But I don't like anywhere below 1500. Like, I think ELO is the most meaningless number is just absolutely means nothing. Because like, we know terrible players who are real close to 1500. Brian.
Or they're like Justin and get your account power leveled.
Yeah,
to
or
1600.
that's the same thing. Is you have a high ELO friend, and then you just give him your account and let him rank the shit out of that ELO, which I don't really.
I don't think many people do that because that doesn't make any sense.
No.
Why would you have that done?
You play the first game. Oh, I lose.
You're just constantly dragging this team down.
I think that ELO, like high ELOs, I think are meaningful. But I don't think...
I think it's a point in high level too. Like, if you're above 2100, you're all just the same pool of players, just who plays more.
Yeah, maybe. But I mean, I still think the higher... When you get that high, I think the higher ELO players are still better players.
Yeah.
Like, but I don't think a 1200 player is any better than a 1450 player.
No, probably not.
I mean, it's
also, you have to look at the game's play, like win-loss ratio.
Yeah, and especially when you're stuck in that low ELO hell... Like, so many games are just, we got the autistic guy.
Just carry better, bro.
We have lost this game.
Where do you think the ELO hell cutoff is?
I think around 15.
Around 15?
Yeah.
According to Odd One, it's 2200.
All the way up. There's you can't get out of ELO hell.
I think around 15, and you start at least getting people who play to win. Below that, you just get people who are like, I started playing and now I'm going to go cook a lasagna. And
I
just
think
AFK.
the big problem is people are too worried in low ELO about counterpicking. They're like, they picked Aurelia, so I have to pick this champion because it counters this champion, but I've played this champion twice.
Yeah, I'm no good with this champion, but I've got to be him now.
Yeah. I think it's more important to play a champion you're actually good with. It doesn't really matter what the pick is.
Yeah, that's legit.
So there you go. Eats is always right, and Kevin's opinions are dumb as shit.
He's just jelly at my 700 yellow.
Yeah.
Incidentally speaking, I got super lucky this weekend. I was randomly surfing stream sites, and I found a 200 ELO stream.
Make you feel good about yourself?
Is it glorious?
No, it was one of the higher level players, only Jaximus, give him a shout out. He was smurfing on this, like, he won 6 games in a row when he started streaming, and when I started watching him, his ELO was 288.
How?
It's a hard grind.
How do you? It is a hard grind to even get it that low.
Because he got it that low when you could still Q dodge.
Oh, okay.
Which is what I wanted to do.
I still can't believe there's players who are that bad. Like,
watching the games, like watching this stream.
How?
Holy fuck!
I can't even imagine, because we play with some pretty bad players at 1200. Like, I can't even imagine the 200s.
Yeah, he went. Like he had some crazy shit. AP Amumu mid.
You're playing 200. Why not?
Yeah, exactly. Right. It doesn't fucking matter.
What drives you to keep playing the game once you've lost like 17 in a row? Like,
more.
I'm going to keep doing it. I could come back.
You have to lose way more.
17?
You have to lose all 10 of your placement matches,
right?
And then lose probably another 40 games.
If I ever get my Smurf up there, I'm doing it.
It's way harder to do now.
Throwing I can throw. I can throw harder than anyone.
That account's getting banned.
Yeah,
and to make it look like an accident.
No, yeah, I'll totally just be like, "Hey guys, I don't really understand the game. My brother gave me the account," type of thing.
It's gonna do it for emails. 20-minute surrender at manandtank.com. You can write in some thoughts, some feedback, questions.
If you hear this before Saturday, so before 2 days from now, so what's the 2nd today? If you listen to this before the 4th
of August
2012, Eads and I will be doing a live stream.
The Man and Tank live stream.
Hopefully 90% of it will be League of Legends, but I have a feeling Eads isn't going to let that happen.
Depends how drunk we get. Yeah, we're doing our big 3-day live stream event. Not 3 days straight, like everyone seems to think it is, but all 3 days during the day. So come check out some live stream stuff.
Like what time during the day?
Noon to 8.
Noon to 8.
Mountain Standard Time is what we're looking at.
Tentative. At least noon to 8, depending on how drunk we get. We'll see what follows after 8 o'clock.
Yeah, everything is still up in the air. We got big, grandiose visions for it. So come check that out. All the details and stuff are up on manandtank.com. And hey, we're on iTunes now. So why don't you follow, why don't you subscribe on iTunes? And if you know what, even if you don't subscribe on iTunes, why don't you go to our iTunes page and rate and review the show and give 5 stars and tell us how you are 2,900 yellow players and we are the smartest people you've ever met in your life.
Agreed.
Yeah.
That's going to do it for the show. We'll be back here couple weeks
in an arbitrary amount of time.
Yeah, Diana might come out soon, so maybe we'll be back soon.
Yeah, we'll be forced to do another show. Last question. Who is the best?
Who's the best?
Who's the best?
I like Shyvana is the best.
Bryce, who's the best?
Definitely not Teemo. Not Teemo.
I'm going to say Karma.
Nice.
We'll see you guys whenever we see you guys on the next edition of 20 Minute Surrender, a League of Legends podcast.
Dun dun dun.
Brought to you by Kraft.